If you truly apply everything that I'm going to share with you for your meditation, I can guarantee that you will succeed. The thing is, you really have to surrender to the method. Don't try to modify it, just do it without expectation on a daily basis, and you will be assured to grow spiritually, to go toward your liberation, your expansion of consciousness. So before I share this simple science with you, I will first explain that there is 3 steps, and each of the steps, from 1 is heavier, 2 is less heavy, and 3 is free of all weight. Just like when a kid has to learn how to ride a bike, at first he has 4 wheels. Then he's more ready, so you take away the 2 extra wheels, but the father is still holding the bike. And then at some point when the kid is getting even better, now the father doesn't hold the bike, there is no more 2 extra wheels, and they just ride the bike. This is the exact science that we will apply for your meditation in the most effortless and efficient way possible. The thing is, that which you will use as your extra wheels, as your support, it won't be something that is limiting. It will still be one of the only things that you can use until the day that you die. Because you know, if you depend on mantra, you're not going to sing mantra all day long. If you depend on anything external of yourself that require a lot of effort, you're not going to be able to do it on a daily basis, even in your daily activities. But what I'm about to share with you, you can do it anywhere, anytime, in the bus, driving your car, watching TV. This is what makes it so powerful. So let's get to it. The first method is simply to control every millisecond of the inhalation and exhalation of your breath. As simple as this, there's nothing else to do. You simply sit in Siddhasanas, in any yogic posture that you can. If you cannot sit on a chair, but I highly suggest to sit on the floor, and if it hurts, do some yoga, don't get lazy. And you just inhale by your nose, as slowly as possible, and exhale by your nose, again, as slowly as possible. You feel that the breath kind of comes from the bottom of your stomach and fills you up all the way up. And how many seconds shall you inhale and exhale? The longer that you can. You should want to get to about 10-second inhale and 10-second exhale. And in the same time, you don't have to get crazy about it. Don't start counting. Just do your best to do it slowly. At first, it's very possible that you won't be able to inhale 10 seconds and exhale 10 seconds because your oxygen capacity are weak, they are tight and small. And as you will use this method, more and more your oxygen capacity will get bigger. And as they get bigger, it's like an elastic. The more that you always stretch it, it has a new initial position that is more expanded. The same will happen into your oxygen capacity. And make sure that your breath, inhale and exhale, is about equal. Not a longer inhale, not a longer exhale. And once again, don't get crazy about it. Just use logic, just use your feeling and do your best. It's not an absolute science anyway. About the mind, of course the mind has to be silent because meditation happens only when the mind is silent. Meditativeness is the byproduct of having no thought. And when you will perform this method of controlling the inhalation and exhalation of the breath, you don't have to try to silence your mind. This is the beauty of it. You just have to let go of your thought, let go of your mind, don't even care about it. Because anyway, if you truly surrender to the method for real, you don't try to modify it and do a bunch of nonsense, at some point, because you control the inhalation and exhalation, the mind will just become silent. Because the breath is related to everything else. Every emotion changes your breath, every kind of thought changes your breath. So if you directly change your breath instead, it will change the way that you feel and the way that you think. So just the method itself, stick to it, and at some point, magically, silence will come. For the body, be utterly still. Do not move. Don't try to endlessly readjust your position. Sit in whichever way you are sitting and stay this way, no matter what you feel. Yoga asanas is to balance the body. Meditation is not for yoga asanas. Understand this. So that's the first method. The first one is enough to realize enlightenment, liberation, everything. It's so powerful. And still, we want at some point to not need a method. So that's why now this is your 4-wheel on your bike. Now we're taking off 2 wheels only when you are ready. How do you know if you're ready? With just 1 minute or less, 1 or 3 exhalation, inhalation, your mind is fully silent and you are already meditative. Now you master it. And not only this, also you are able to sustain it for a whole meditation of 10, 20, 30 minutes. When it is the case, now we take away your 2 extra wheels. You're no more controlling the breath. We're going with something that is more subtle, which is to watch the breath. It's also much harder because when you control the breath, it's obvious when you're not controlling it, so you can readjust immediately. But when watching the breath, you can totally forget to watch your breath for several minutes without even being aware of it. So it's much more harder. It requires more focus. And just the action of watching your breath will change the quality of your breath. You will notice that your breath becomes much slower, just like before when you were controlling it, but now without controlling it. Because the breath control of before has been teaching your subconscious how to breathe when you are awake. Now when you just watch the breath, subconscious remember and switch it exactly as it should be. And all the rules are the same. For the mind, don't care about it. Just don't give it attention. As you watch the breath, slowly it will just silence itself. If you are able to consciously silence it, go ahead and do it. That's awesome. For the body, again, utterly still. And now when you master this method, which means that with just watching 1 to 3 breaths, just in 1 minute or so, you are able to again be fully silent, fully still, fully meditative, and you can sustain it for 10, 20, 30 minutes and more without always getting lost and forgetting. Now you master it. So we have removed your 2 wheels. Now your father or whoever was holding your bike, that was when you were watching the breath. Now we won't hold your bike anymore. You have to learn to ride your bike by yourself without any support. This is the last method, the technique of no technique. Because in pretty much any skills, especially in martial art, at first you have so many techniques, you think about what you're going to do, you have some sets of pre-made moves that you can do for your opponent. But when you become a real pro, you're just like water. Be like water. You do whatever must be done, you adjust in whatever ways, you are flowy, you just flow with it. And similarly with meditation, first you needed the breath, then it was not necessary anymore, you watched the breath, and then it wasn't necessary anymore, now you just be. Because with all your practices, with all your self-mastery that you have accumulated, you now understand how to just drop everything at once, and your mind becomes fully silent in an instant. You become meditative in an instant because you have truly acquired real self-mastery, real skills, which other meditation method will never give you. The mantra nonsense will never give you this. The body analysis nonsense will never give you this. But those, they will, because they create real self-mastery. So for the last method, you just close your eyes and you surrender everything. And then this is it. I can go ahead and try to talk about it, but it's a technique of no technique, so there is not much to say. And if you don't get it when I just explained it as simple as this, to surrender everything, to drop your mind, to drop your energy, to drop anything and just be everything, be nothing, just be, and you are meditative. If you don't get it, you're just not ready for it, and that's okay. Maybe you get it, but you're still not ready for it because you didn't start with the first method. That's okay too. So I really suggest start with the first method, second, and third. A lot of people are wasting their time jumping from the first to the third. They never did the first and they try the third. Then they wonder why they never have focus, why they never master their mind. It's because they are cheating themselves. They are just trying to jump too far away. They're not supposed to. Just like people who are beginners who start to watch their breath instead of controlling it. Same thing. They have a lot of trouble because they started with second step, not with first step. So this is it. It is as simple as this. So let me know within the comment, which method are you currently using, or which one are you planning to use after hearing this video. I love to hear about all of you. And always remember that when a kid learns to ride a bike, you don't just put him on a 2-wheel by himself. He's gonna fall, he's gonna hurt himself. In meditation, you're not gonna hurt yourself. Instead, you're gonna waste your time. So start with A, B, C, and end with X, Y, Z. as you are supposed to. If you found any value, remember to like and subscribe, because every Friday a new video comes your way as your spiritual evolution matters to me. I am Simon, and together we grow spiritually beyond pretending. Hare Krishna.